Malacanang reiterates government is helping Filipino fishermen affected by the maritime disputes in the West Philippine Sea. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Gov't said the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources has already deployed aggregate fishing devices called in waters of Western Luzon to help local fishermen. Gov't said the BFAR is also encouraging local fishermen to find alternative fishing grounds. Rocky Ignacio reports.
The Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources launched the National Payaws Program to assist fishermen in Luzon amid reports that commercial fishing operations have been affected by the maritime dispute in Bajo de Masinloc and Ayungin Shoal. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Gov't said the BFAR will also open a new fishing ground in Benham Rice in Isabela Province, identified as rich in tuna and galunggong.
This has no connection to the maritime dispute. The BFAR is coming up with a registry of small fisherfolk. First, so that they can be identified, and second, with identification, it makes it for BFAR, it makes it easier for BFAR to reach out to them and to see what sort of assistance they need for assistance that they need for their livelihood. In fact, now the BFAR is working on providing additional. There is a particular area that the BFAR has opened as an alternative fishing ground for our fishermen. And there are several fishing vessels who have already signified their interest to fish in that particular alternative area.
Malacanang reiterated that the government will not take actions to further escalate the situation on the issue of maritime disputes in the West Philippine Sea. Gov't said following the continued presence of Chinese military ships in Bajo de Masinloc and Ayungin Shoal. But the palace official explained that the government is not standing down in protecting the country's territorial sovereignty.
Has the option of even sending ships or even Coast Guard vessels there been considered as?
Considered, and as mentioned to me by the President the other day, we have deliberately chosen not to respond to provocative statements or actions, given that we have already chosen the path of peaceful resolution and of exhausting diplomatic means to do so.
President Aquino earlier vowed to protect the country by enhancing the capabilities of the armed forces of the Philippines. But Gov't stressed modernizing the AFP's military hardware was not only intended to address tensions in the disputed areas. The government has allotted 75 billion pesos for AFP modernization program.
What the President spoke about in his, or given statements in his particular speeches, allow me to point out that establishing a minimum credible defense is not inconsistent with the diplomatic approach. Yun lang, kasi there seems to be, given from your question, wala siyang disconnect eh. And it's not mutually exclusive. Na kung binibeef up mo yung gamit ng ating hukbo, hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi kapayapaan yung gusto natin. So again, there is nothing inconsistent with beefing up our minimum credible defense posture.
For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.